Good evening. It is kind of late night on a Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Solomon came home from summer camp yesterday. It's been a good day. Titus and Josiah are still away at camp. Solace's birthday, since it's actually Thursday, Solace's birthday is tomorrow. So that's exciting, and actually she was born in the middle of the night, so it really is about 24 hours from now, or maybe 27, something like that. I am right now 8 days post-ovulation, and technically since it's after midnight, 9 days. I have been doing the proof test this month, testing my PDG, which is the progesterone hormone, just to see how it is since I am older. I had 2 miscarriages. I want to just check to see how it is going, maybe that might be the cause of my 2 miscarriages. So I took 3 tests. First I did the baseline tests, and then I took 3 tests this past week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So that way, since it is Thursday morning, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and they were all negative. They were all, Monday and Tuesday were really low. It was from the baseline to the test, it was pretty low. And then I started taking progesterone cream on Tuesday, I believe it was Tuesday, the 1st, August 1st. I think it was Tuesday. Yes, Monday. Monday was August 1st. Yes, August 1st, Monday. I started taking progesterone cream. I just twice a day, which is what the directions say. And and then yesterday or Tuesday, so confused with this day with being so late. So Tuesday, I decided to up it a little bit, and since the test was so low, that I thought I would up it a little bit. And so instead of 2 applications, which is what the dosage shows on the bottle, I did 4. And you alternate so that your body doesn't get like a cat. I don't know if it's like what happens that you need to alternate, but you don't put them in the same location 2 times in a row. So I've been alternating, and then so Tuesday I applied it 4 times, and then Wednesday's test yesterday, or this, part of today, I consider it today because it's only like 20 minutes after midnight. But today's test that I took this morning was still negative, but it jumped, like it almost doubled in the number. So that was very good news. That was very positive for me to see that. A friend of mine who also has progesterone issues had suggested that I up it even more, and just to see if it will get that positive. I was really like hesitant because I just didn't want to do all this. My doctor, my OB, does not check progesterone. When I actually asked her last month as I was miscarrying, I asked her, can you check my progesterone to see what it is? Would have been nice to see, if that was the reason. But she said we don't check progesterone, and she just checked my pregnancy hormone level. So I decided ultimately that just like I would fight for any of my babies to survive, if there's a chance that I am pregnant, then I would fight for that baby too, even if it was taking progesterone cream and taking it a lot. in order to keep my progesterone levels high enough to sustain a pregnancy. So, so today, Wednesday, I doubled it a lot. I basically took a lot of progesterone. I didn't just gob it all over because it is, it's a quarter of a teaspoon is one dose. So what I just did was every few hours I would apply it. And I pretty much stayed home most of the day anyway because we really didn't have anything going on. But every couple hours I applied it, and I don't know if you can see it, but I have it on right here right before I go to bed. So that was my last application. It's on my neck. Basically, you apply it to a thin part of your body. So like your inner arm, wrist, elbow, inner thigh. I did the inside of my knee, and then your abdomen. So I pretty much alternated all day. But it has definitely helped. I haven't tested obviously because I'll test in the morning to see what my progesterone levels are, and hopefully they're blaringly positive. So since doubling from the first day to the second day, also my amount double it. It made my progesterone level jump. Hopefully doubling that would also make my levels double again, which would be exactly where they need to be. So I am losing my train of thought, but I can definitely tell that my levels are rising, my progesterone levels, just mainly because when I am pregnant, my progesterone levels, they rise. That's normal, that's healthy, especially when it's a healthy pregnancy. But several of my progesterone symptoms, my pregnancy symptoms, are stuffy nose. And right now my nose is stuffy. It's and also I break out. So in the beginning of all of my pregnancies, as you can see, I have a breakout. At the beginning of all of my pregnancies, I tend to break out. Usually for my boy pregnancies, it's the first few months. My girl pregnancies, it's the first half. So, but I'm already noticing stuffiness, which is typical for me, breaking out, which is typical for me. So that doesn't necessarily mean I'm pregnant. That just means my progesterone is rising, which is what I'm glad to know. But I'm not sure if I'm expecting. Today is my 8 days post-ovulation. And if I am, I'm going to test tomorrow morning. So the last time I tested, it was negative 8 days at 9 days post-ovulation. So I will not be surprised if it is, but with my youngest son, I tested in the evening, 9 days post-ovulation, and it was very, very faint positive. So I'm going to definitely test in the morning, just because I actually didn't. Lately I'd been testing on 8 days post-ovulation. I don't know why, because I believe if when I am pregnant, baby implants on day 8. So you really can't get a positive that soon. So I'm not sure why I test. But, so I didn't test today. I didn't even bother me. I was like excited about the jump in progesterone this morning. So that was exciting. So tomorrow, if my progesterone doubles and is high again, then, yay, I'll be excited, and I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. And then hopefully, if I am pregnant, then I can talk to my midwife and see if she draws labs. I know the doctor that my OBGYN doesn't, but I do see a midwife when I'm pregnant, and I'm going to call her as soon as I find out and get a positive, and ask her. I usually don't see her until I'm like 12 weeks or so, nearing the end of first trimester. But I'm going to ask her if she can get some lab work for me and test my progesterone just to see where my levels are at, and go from there. So anyway, I just want to give you a little update. That is what's going on, and I will be testing in the morning, so I'm excited and hoping this would be like I wouldn't even have a cycle after my loss, but my loss was so early that my body just treated it like a cycle, so it wasn't very painful, and it didn't I didn't bleed as much. So anyway, I'm just praying that that God has a little one for us, but also at the same time enjoying the ones we have and enjoying our little ones that are getting not so little anymore. So anyway, just wanted to give you an update and hope you have a wonderful evening.